long week. So I thought the best way to kind of relieve that is to paint and have you guys join along with me. I'm not sure what I'm painting. I will decide as I go. Um, Elizabeth, I have my tea ready. I bet you're making coffee right now. Definitely. And I have my coffee cup right here. And let's all hope that I don't put any paintbrushes into it. So I think though that I am going to do something floral, gardeny. I'm kind of feeling that. It's a little gray and rainy out, but I'm definitely feeling spring-like. And so I figured let's put it on canvas. So I'm gonna start with kind of a light yellow and go from there. Let's see, make sure I pulled out my yellow. Did I pull out my yellow? I immediately say I'm gonna start with the color that I didn't pull out. That is grand. Luckily I have my paint right here. So this is a yellow I'm starting with. I'm gonna mix some white in it, get it real good light, and then we're gonna start with that. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about this week. So last time I had spoken to you all, I was getting things ready for outreach. Hi, Carol. I was getting things ready for outreach. And we did really well. We got there. It was great. The city came through for a project and they provided $15 gift cards for surveys. Being my organization, we handed out, we had 50 hygiene kits, but not that many people showed up. So we gave around about 30. TJ, my son, he came out with me and helped. It was really great. It was a great day. Yeah, it was really wonderful. And then get home and I'm just like soaring off of that. You know, it was absolutely wonderful. And the next day, Shelly gets back from work and we're chatting and we hear, "Wah!" We turn around and Tin and Oliver had been playing race cars and they crashed their race cars, which in turn he hit him so hard in the head, it cut his eyebrow all the way here. Like the brow bone came through. And so we spent the next day in the hospital getting him stitched up. By the way, he's okay now. Everything is good. But it was really stressful. Super, super stressful. And then other than that, things are good. Things are really good. Just super tired and exhausted and it just... keep going though, right? Like, it's what you gotta do. Okay, I've got things pretty much, oh, hi, Abraham. I've got things pretty much mixed up, so I'm just gonna start putting my first coat on there. I'm gonna turn in basic painting. I will get back to you guys in a little bit, okay? But when I'm painting, I do like to concentrate on what I'm painting. And why is there these animals? There's pet hair on here. All right, this is ridiculous. Rowan, this is definitely one of yours. While I love your addition to my painting is not needed. I wonder if I could have, you should look that up for me, TJ.
What's that?
Look up if I can do lives with music as long as I don't like save it. I just don't want to get in any trouble for like copyright stuff. Comments. Hi, Matthew. Happy Easter to you. Happy weekend. I did have a good Friday. Was that Friday? Was Friday no, Friday was good. Friday was good. Thursday was the whole incident with 10.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was really a lot. Hi, babies. Hey, Rojo.
I'm reading about it. I'll get back to you on the music thing.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
It's either that or I'm gonna have to start humming. What are you looking at?
Alright, so anything that anyone's made or anyone owns, you can't play unless you have their permission.
Not even in the background?
No. Well,
Okay.
that's Planet. So
Okay.
your rendition of how you listen to it, it doesn't, I think, change.
All right.
I listen to music artistically as well, but
All right then, thank you.
but I have found a solution for that.
You found headphones for me?
Well, AI generated music meant specifically for channels and live streamers that's free to the public.
Can I sing along to it?
I don't think it has words.
Well, that's ridiculous.
If it's AI words, that's going to be a fun one. No, I think it's just like, well,
I understand it. Doesn't like
live stream elevator music. It's the best.
live stream elevator music. I'm good. I'll have music in my head. It's fine.
I didn't sell it. All right.
It was a hard sell.
Art.
I'll give it to you.
I was stoked. AI generated music. That's cool.
Please don't. Get the gold in there. I think that one's about empty. You want to throw that away, please?
Yeah.
And would you just give me a touch more coffee?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. That was very strange. Celeste, hello. Have I ever drawn or painted Rowan? Nope, I have not actually. And funny that you say that because that is coming up for Laura of Seattle Dogs as a fundraiser.
You guys are gonna paint a bunch of dogs?
No,
Is that
Laura.
healthy for the dogs?
No, Laura. No. Laura is not going to paint. I'm going to paint, and I'm going to let her auction that off on her thing, and the money will go to support the dogs. Make sense?
Yeah.
Make lots of sense?
That's acrylic paint. Don't put that on the dog.
I'm not painting dog. TJ.
Look. This is out of place of concern, okay?
Not painting dogs. Well, I mean, you know what?
English, it's south.
English is us. Kids. Raj, I do not. See if there's any more comments. Okay. Yeah. Could you get me a towel? I forgot I'm wearing this dress and it's newer. I don't want to get it full of paint. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Easy.
I was like, this is such a pretty dress. Not one of those. It's fine. I got this. This little thing will help. There. I'll just do that. That'll be fine. Let's see. I know. I was like, this is a nice dress. I like this one because it's comfy and it's pretty. And I didn't think about the a second one. That will work. There we are.
I have two more just in case.
Okay, just set those there. Let's see. Let's see here. Hi, Carol. Is there elevator? You made me laugh talking about putting paintbrushes in your coffee. I'm always afraid to do the same. Oh, right now you're in the midst of a 100 portrait challenge. Awesome. Wonderful. An artist. And I saw your lunch with Laura. I did have a good time with her, and I'll be going out Sunday. Me and TJ will be going out to help her painting the Mad Hatter. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a fun painting. Matthew, painting animals in general is hard because of all the details. True. Painting the intricate colors and furs. Hi, Christina. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody. I got everybody. Okay, I'm going to go back to my painting now. Is that Raja under?
It is. She's having a blast.
She's having a blast? She's playing with my skirt, isn't she? Yep. That's what she's doing.
She loves the dress as much as you do.
She loves the dress as much as I do?
Yep. That's apparent.
She's like, this is grand. Raja, quiet. She don't even care.
I'm pretty sure she's cleaning herself.
Is that what that is? I keep feeling little tugs on my skirt.
Yep. She
Alright.
laid down on it and has proceeded to go amongst cleaning.
Alright, good. That's alright. That's fine. As long as I'm helpful. See. Let's see. Your painting technique seems to be improving. Oh, thank you. Raja's funny. She is great. Anyone with advice about women? Can I find some? Thank you, Abraham. Mm. I know it's quiet, right?
Yeah, I looked up topics to talk about on live streams.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty close to just talking about the weather. Seattle's cloudy right now. That's crazy. That's all I got.
Is everything you got right there? It says Seattle's cloudy, as per our usual.
Yep,
If it
regular
isn't-
day.
If it isn't spring or summer.
A lot of the topics include doing other activities. And
A
it's,
lot of the topics include doing it.
if you can paint and do a cooking tutorial, that'd be cool. Same time.
Same time. And that is where I find out I am not as talented as I think I am. Multitasking.
Or we progress in skills we didn't know we had.
It's a challenge.
Like panic.
Like panic. Panic's always fun. It's kind of, is panic considered cardio?
It can be. I think it can be done in the right way. Controlled panic.
Isn't panic not control, like controlled panic?
That's learning new things.
It's like, is that a thing?
I think that's like adrenaline, like people who like thrills.
Yeah.
That's controlled panic.
Hi, George.
Ooh, share a
Snowing
book
here in
review.
Eastern Washington. It was snow. It might be snowing. It's either raining or snowing. On a serious note, yes, absolutely. There is a lot going on in our world, and I think about it often. And I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint about it.
You could share a book review. What's one of your favorite books?
I can't even think of one. I read and I can't think of one. Oh no. You can't ask me
I think
favorites.
it's because you read a lot. Like you have a lot of.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I say all the time. You can't ask me favorites. I'm not a favorites person.
Same. Curious George, all the way. He's got multiple books. I can't choose one. It's a whole adventure.
Most of the stuff I read is data, or
Statistics driven.
statistics driven. I enjoy what is it called? Nonfiction. But I don't though. I do like fiction too.
I'm big into the science.
Okay, here is the issue. It isn't even about that. It's that I hyperfixate, and I realize this, and I hyperfixate on different things, and so that's what I will and that's why I have a hard time with favorites. Is because if it's not what I'm hyperfixating on the moment, I cannot tell you.
Facts.
I wish it wasn't that way, but it
Like, what's your favorite activity? Whatever I'm up to this week.
is. Exactly what I'm doing right now. It's the same thing as I talk about that sometimes too. Is you go in, like I'll go into like the therapist or whatever, and they're like, "How's your day?" Or how's it been since? How have you been since the last time I've seen you? What I will tell them is how I've been pretty much in the last 24 to 48 hours. And if it's good, everything is wonderful. Never had a problem. I'm great. And if it's bad, everything is dire straits. Oh no.
Well, it sucks because it's like if
I
I
mean-
made it to the appointment, I'm doing good. All right,
There.
I'm killing it today.
Right.
They're like, "How is it?" Like, I made it here. All right, I'm winning.
Today's a great day.
Today is a wonderful day. I didn't make it there. You're probably gonna get a call in here that it wasn't so great.
Isn't that true?
Listen, the days I'm not doing great, I get 5 minutes on the phone.
There's a movie about Curious George that came out about 15 years ago. I think there's a new one too, isn't there? Painting is relaxing, Mary. What are you painting, and who is the guy with you? I am not sure what I am painting yet. Right now, I'm just painting I am just putting what I'm feeling on the canvas. And the guy with me is somebody I've been close to for 25 plus years.
My whole life.
Your whole life. Your whole life. It is my son. My firstborn.
I was really hoping you were gonna say, I don't know who that is.
I've known you your entire life.
My whole life. Day one.
Day one. Before there was a day one.
Facts. Oh look, on the list is do painting. They do a painting, so that's
That's on your list?
yeah, that's on one of the lists for the live stream topics.
Oh, well, wonderful. Then this is a great topic because I love painting.
Killing it.
I'm killing it. I am. Phenomenal.
Tell secrets. I'm good.
I'm good. I do that all the time anyway, though, to be honest.
I don't have a whole lot of them
That's
because
a
like I just
problem
can't
right there.
keep it
Is
to
that is
myself.
that is my issue right there. I don't have secrets because I can't keep secrets. I am a horrible secret keeper.
Normally, anything that's like a secret is exciting. I get excited and I just can't stop talking.
Right, exactly. It's like, this is wonderful.
It's the coolest thing ever.
Well, and there's also that personal belief of why keep secrets. Like, I just look at that as suspicious.
If I have to lie about it, I probably shouldn't be doing it. Like
that right there.
like
Yes, abso-freaking-lutely.
extending a bunch of effort to something I probably shouldn't be up to. I'm good. I'd rather just go,
Just-
without the stress
Exactly.
and other people's feelings.
Yep. And that's the thing is you got to think about, that's part of life too, thinking about more than just yourself and how things impact and affect others and the environment you live in.
Facts.
We'd all like to think our actions are just our own, but we all impact the world in which we live in.
Facts. Is that why people go off the grid? Like I
Well, yeah.
want to just affect nature. That's it.
Well, exactly, and I think that but again, you're still impacting the world you live in, and
It's cool, but it's cold out there.
right.
I'd love to go off the grid, but nope.
You know what? I got caught up too in that whole thing about that, like off grid. I don't want to. Being the way we are now allows me a way to be part of things and not be isolated and use that to, focus on healthy things. I can literally look up anything I want to. Like if any of the grandkids have a question, if I have a question, I can figure it out. Like really, it is so awesome with minimal effort. I just think that's amazing. Any book I want to look, if I want to go and visit a library across the world, most times they're online and I can do so. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, it's hard work to get Wi-Fi.
You can
and be off the
access
grid.
studies and like it's just so cool. So I'm about being on grid. Amanda's son is best son ever. It's a good son.
Thank you. I try.
How's the Seattle Art Museum? Seattle Art Museum is amazing.
I have not got to go yet. Actually, I've
You
only
haven't
been to the music one.
Oh, Mopop?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Seattle Center. I
Did you
haven't
know
been to the one downtown.
Sam, Seattle Art Museum has free days too. They're Thursdays.
Yeah.
You should go. Yeah. Well, I don't like I like just going, but I do like specifically when they have specific exhibits. And I missed the one where they had the what was it? Oh, those soldiers on horseback. But later, apparently, they loaned those, not Seattle Art Museum, but another museum, loaned them to another museum where some guy broke something on him. I was like, ooh, I wouldn't want to get caught with that, my dude.
Yeah, it seems like you might want to check the security parameters that they're going to be having
Right?
for-
Like,
It says, so we've had it behind bulletproof glass, and you
They were
just said a
buried
red rope.
underground.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, and one drunk guy and stuff gets broken in the U.S. Because, of course, why
Heck
not?
yeah.
Yes.
It's hard being American, hearing about other Americans, but then I laugh and I'm like, I guess. Or here, like I played with some Australians, and they, some people from Australia on a game online,
Uh-huh.
and honestly, it was really cool. Cause I don't know, like the certain topics they were talking about, like I never really went over with my friends and stuff like that, and like how they seen things. It was really cool. Cause
You mean getting a perspective outside of the one that's force fed? Crazy.
pretty much,
That's
it was
nuts.
tight. Which is normally like when I go online, I just get a lot of flack
Well,
about
see,
being American, and it's just like they didn't really treat it that way.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's like anything else, right? We shouldn't give anybody flack about where you are from is not a choice. It's not something you can do anything about. I mean, until you're like older, and then you go and you apply for another. You know what I'm saying? Though, but where you were born isn't a choice, and so I think that anything that we all are people with unique ideas and growth and all of these things. However, the ones that, pardon my French, but show their ass tend to be the ones that get play, and so it's hard being caught up in that and knowing that there are characteristics of the country you live or the culture that you're in that you might not want to be associated with. But here's the thing. Here's where
Like
the caveat
propaganda.
is that you can go and you can change that. If you feel that, education is missing, you can fight for education, right? Like there's things that you can do about things. It isn't just to throw your hands up in the air.
Well, yeah,
There's
like we were
viable
saying
options.
earlier,
Hold on,
you
I'm
know,
gonna
we
read
affect
comments.
our environment,
Matthew says Aussies and Kiwis rule.
Heck yeah.
I vow to visit Australia and New Zealand one day.
Same.
I would love to too. But that's with any country for me. Like I just want to experience this beautiful, amazing world. We live on this planet that is just phenomenal, like absolutely amazing, with amazing people from all walks of life.
They have so many geological landmarks there as well that are just absolutely
Where?
stunning in Australia
Oh yeah.
and New Zealand.
But that's everywhere though. Like that's not
True,
just, it's
true. But
everywhere.
like, there's ones that I specifically want to see, like that are on my list that are
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
like ones that are deep to the Aboriginal culture and stuff.
Kayak excursions. Where do you want to go next? I'm thinking actually, and on my passport application, I had put Greece because I really would like to go to Greece, Italy. But what I do actually
China.
is I go on Airbnb and I compare. Yeah, I know. Now stop laughing at me.
No, Airbnb is awesome, man.
But what I do is that I will go through the UNESCO World Heritage Sites and I will pick these amazing places that are on there. And then I will look in that area for like activities. Like there's this amazing hike. I think it's in Spain that I wanted to do. But one of the things that I also have to look at as well is Rowan, right? Because I have to be able to take her places. If it's a short-term thing, I don't mind being around her, away from her. But I also found out that many European countries have no issues with service dogs, so that's freaking cool. But yeah, hikes, and I just want to see the world, right? Like South America is another one that's on my list, and China, yeah, right? China, Japan, everything. But see, don't ask me a favorite. I don't know. I guess I wasn't asked a favorite. I was asked where I want to go next, and probably I would have to say.
I guess like where you want to go next is like your favorite place, like to look at, like that you want to see in person. Like what's your favorite place that like you would love to be? Like,
I want to see Pompeii. I want to see the Colosseums. I want to see all of these things. Like I say that, but there's so many more in every single country. Like it.
I want to
How
see
could you
South
pick?
Africa. I'll be honest.
But I do have to say though, as far as like living and lifestyle, I do love Seattle. Like I like this
Oh,
being
yeah.
like a home base for sure. This is just such
Facts.
a beautiful, beautiful place, and I fought to be here, so it's kind of a special.
I'll be honest. Like if I thought about what the future was gonna look like, Seattle's getting pretty close.
Yeah. Well, as long as we can get some of this stuff under control.
Right.
But we will. I mean,
but-
every area is having their struggles with the same kind of things that we are right now as well. So it's not. I think people get caught up in the, things are awful. It's like, well, you have to, compared to,
Right.
comparatively to what? And if it's getting really bad, have you been warned by scientists that it was gonna get bad? And if so,
Facts. Statistics speak tons.
I don't know. We're just talking out our ass right now.
Facts. Well, I mean, the thing is too is, we were speaking earlier. Everything affects everything in an ecosystem.
It does.
And we're all a part of something larger and all a part of something smaller.
I guess the next place I'm going is Alaska.
I'd probably say the store. I normally need food.
Of course, I'm gonna go to the
It's
store
my
before I go
favorite
to.
place.
Ha 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 ha.
Where will I go next? The kitchen.
The kitchen. I'm looking forward to the trip, though.
Yeah, that does sound exciting.
It's gonna be. I didn't,
It's easy to be skeptical of things, but actually, when you take them in, it's pretty exciting.
I think it was what you and I discussed earlier today. The open water thing.
Yeah, open water. That's deep. That's a lot. It's far.
It is, and it kind of like I think that's like a thing with me is like deep open water like really does like that's a whole nother like fear.
It's beyond a personal savior, I think. Anyway, you can be in a lot of situations and try and pull yourself out of it, but like open water, like
Good luck.
some situations out there you just can't. It's not a one-man job.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you're on open, you can't like there's no if it gets out of your control, it's out of your control. Like
Yeah.
there's no like setting your feet down and being like I'm gonna get like.
But also, I guess that's where adventure lies as well. Is putting yourself outside of where you believe you can control it.
Mhm.
It's a big boat. It's a lot of chance. It's a lot of surface area to be okay.
But again,
Again, it's out of your control.
Again, same issue. Which makes me really realize that I am a person that might have some control issues.
I thought you were gonna say learn how to steer a boat, but that works too.
I could steer a boat if I wanted to.
A big boat?
If I learned how.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, like, I can't just be like, somebody be like, here, steer this. I might. Like, I don't know.
If it's in one wheel, I got it.
I don't think that that's.
If they do, I think it's for show. Like, that guy says he's captain. He thinks he's captain. We just let him play on the wheel all day and
Right?
be alright.
Let's see. I'm going to read through some of these comments. Hi to every Sifisethu. It's almost 3 a.m. here in South Africa, so forgive me if I fall asleep. Yeah, I'm just going to be painting. There is no, like, yeah, I'm just painting and enjoy it if you can, and wishing well to everyone in your part of the world right now. Been keeping up on the rains. My friend tells me Croatia is one of the best countries he's ever been to. I've been wanting to go to Italy. Yeah, exactly. Italy is on my list for sure. Croatia, I haven't really done a whole lot of looking into that. Scandinavia is a wonderful region. I love my visit there. Oh, yeah. I also, what is it? Iceland, I think, or Finland. I want to go and like, it's one thing to see like the Northern Lights, but I would love to go to one of those places and see the lights. Like, I would definitely have to invest in all the cold weather gear, like all of it. But yeah. To be honest, I'm really into like I'm really into nature and historical sites. I'm not much for like when people go and go out and things like that. I would rather enjoy just being there and in touch with the land and what I'm walking through and get a sense of where we are as human beings too. That doesn't sound too dumb.
It didn't, but also
You weren't even listening.
I wasn't.
Not even a little bit. I know.
No, I had my phone for a second. It was a good topic, I swear, but there's a whole list of topics.
Well, thank you for participating.
You're doing great.
I'm actually liking the way this is turning out. I'm not gonna lie.
Same. Tell a ghost story.
Tell a ghost story.
You believe in ghosts?
No.
You don't believe in ghosts.
No. Now you made me make a mistake.
See? The other world trying to tell you.
It is not the other world trying to tell me nothing.
You immediately said no. Bad luck.
Not true. I don't think that anybody can define what a ghost really is. So, I mean, you're asking me to believe, you got to give me a definition first of what to believe. The word ghost carries many connotations. So, it's like somebody saying, okay, do you like cheese? Well, that really depends on the kind, right?
How it was made.
Right. You know, it's the same thing with stuff like that. You've got to give me a definition since it's such a vast definition. Like there's a lot of room for play there.
It's like half a sentence topic.
It's not a half a sentence topic.
Well, that's like as it put on their tell a ghost story. But yeah, it does get very vast. You know, through anything supernatural.
Right.
I guess it would be like a supernatural story that you would have. Something that was just like kind of beyond belief.
You got to have a definition. You can't yeah, there's so many things that
And the world's so mystic. The world's so amazing anyway that like supernatural really. I don't know. There's so many things that are beyond belief that are, you know.
here's the thing. It's only paranormal or outside if we don't understand it. And if we don't understand it, we probably shouldn't be making judgment calls on what it is.
So do you have a story about something you don't understand?
I've got stories about tons of things I don't understand. Am I going to tell them on this venue? Probably not.
Bad topic. Tell a ghost story off the list.
Pick another one. Actually, we can have somebody pick.
They say tell a ghost story, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm not going to tell a ghost story. Johannesburg and Gutenberg are the best cities in South America. Oh wait, Cape Town is cool. I think there's a waterfall I want to go to there. So for sure. Glad to see you painting and have a good time. Hi, web server guy. Great job on putting together those bags. It was awesome. It was awesome, and thank you so much for your contribution. Like seriously, it was awesome, and it went over really well. Had a great time, and gave people some needed stuff. So thanks. Let's see. For nature and oh, and thank you so much. I'm glad you were here too. For nature and history, the Northeast U.S. has that. When in Canada, should be specific. If you like the supernatural, head to the Deep South. I lived in the Deep South for way longer than I
South.
should. That's enough, son.
Mardi Gras, bro.
Right, because that's healthy.
I didn't say it was healthy. I got good tan.
Ridiculous.
Ooh, another topic is dance party.
Dance party?
Can you dance and paint?
No, I'm not dancing. I cannot dance and paint.
Yeah, that would. Both of those together just sound like a mess.
It really does, though.
I feel like it wouldn't be very fluid dancing. A lot of interpretive movements.
A lot of interpretive. I am sure that there is somebody out there that can do an amazing job at that, but I'm just gonna admit real quick that that is not who I am, nor my skill set is.
Well, that's what I'm gonna look up. Somebody had to.
You're gonna look it up to see who did.
Dance painting.
I'm sure it's out there. Like just about everything is.
It's a lot of paintings of dancers. That makes sense. I should elaborate.
Actually, one of my they got, I think, I always mispronounce the names, but remember I had the ballerinas.
Oh, they put the canvas on the ground and then dance and paint. That's cool. That's neat.
That is actually kind of neat.
I get it now. That makes sense.
Do they know how? Here's another thing. They probably know how to dance.
Oh yeah, they absolutely. It
1000%.
looks like they learned how to dance before they learned how to paint. Be honest.
I can't even.
The painting really seems secondary.
Matthew's taking dance. Awesome. That's wonderful.
That's really cool, actually.
Chair, hello.
There's so many different styles of dance too. I found that really interesting. There's a girl I knew in high school that she did dance.
Ready?
Yeah. And she knew it. She actually did it from a young age. Knew a lot of different
I
dances.
went
That
and
stuff
actually
was cool.
took photos during one of her recitals.
Yeah, her recitals were awesome. All right, I'm gonna be honest. This dancing is a lot of interpretive movements. This dance painting.
It's very interpretive.
Yeah. It's coming out like a 2000s McDonald's cup.
Well, I'm sure they're doing the best they can.
That's cool, man. Those things are awesome. You see the water cups from like the 2000s from McDonald's?
I lived
Awesome.
through it. Yes, I like raised you in the 2000s. What?
Sickest cup ever.
Yes, I
I'd
was
paint
there.
a wall like that.
I was there. Like lived through it.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I will accept that apology.
Did not seem like a fun time to have a kid.
It depends on who you are again.
Yeah, right. That's a status thing.
I think that really depends on where you're at in life, what's going on.
Right. There's glitter involved in the dance painting. now.
There's glitter involved?
Lots.
Okay, I'm about that.
Lots.
I'm about the glitter.
And
Always about the
foam,
glitter.
what looks like foam beads.
Foam beads?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The interpretive movements are
Or what?
interesting.
You're not you're not down.
You know, I am, but I wish it didn't feel so forced.
But see, that's neat too, is all these people can share their talents and their uniqueness.
But honestly,
and
it looks beautiful. Like what it's coming out as is like beautiful. You can tell she's really focused on it. Like she's really into it. That shit's cool.
I put too much water on my brush.
Honestly, the painting came out like amazing. It's super cool.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really. Once
You
you
saw
see,
some talent there?
once you see the end of it, it's like, oh wow, that's what that was. It's amazing. It's like a giant heart with a bunch of cool stuff around it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
Alright, I'm gonna look at some comments here.
SpongeBob live feed is on. Yes.
Matthew, I'm a sucker for those dance movies. Oh, I love the McDonald's 2000 cups and toys.
Thank you. And the toys. Oh, those so amazing. The Surf's Up toys, classic.
They were great bribery. I'm not even gonna lie. Very cheap bribery tools.
the box was like gold as a kid. Now I know it's like $5. I was like, wow, man. I'd have gave up toys for a Happy Meal.
Once the 2010 started, the joy of those cups went down the pipe. Probably because all the plastic. Once we realized that like throwaway plastic stuff was not about. It was probably bad.
I'm shocked that we kept straws this long, honestly.
Same.
As much as like we were like
Especially since
plastic pollution.
there's
and,
been other options for a very long time.
facts.
And then when they did say enough on the plastic and said, you know, you have to have compostable or whatever, which they've had for a long time, and good quality ones that last in hot beverages and everything else. Everybody's like, we'll never be able to drink from a straw again. I'm like, that's not what was said at all.
Ever.
Never. Was never mentioned that you could never drink from a straw again. And then, of course, there were the complaints about the options. It was just like,
I'll be honest, straws seem like a child option. Like you drink from the cup, like as an adult. Like,
do you though?
if I trust the establishment, like if you don't trust to put your lips on, why'd you buy the drink? You know, why are you there? Like I've been like had people pick up McDonald's while I was working there, and they were like, I'm like, oh, enjoy your meal, and they're like, this is for someone else. I would never. And they're like, why? Like, cause I don't trust it. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. If you don't trust where you're getting it from, don't eat it. You know. I'd touch a straw that I knew I took out of the package, but the lid that guy handed me, I don't know about that.
Well, all that. Which is strange because it's not like that straw that's been packaged hasn't been handled by anybody.
True, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird cognitive things, I think.
Yeah. Also, well, you know, people's hands are what is putting that lid on. Like, they full on put their hand over the top of it and then press it down to close it. Like, at working at McDonald's, that's how you put the lid on. Is you put your whole hand over it and then like push it down. Or I guess you could go around it, and, you know, press it down, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I guess putting your lips on that is not.
Not like where I would.
No, I trust. See, at Starbucks, if they put the lid on, I guess I would trust it more. But I don't know why.
Why is that?
Bias.
Cognitive bias. That would be right.
Thanks.
Let's see.
But I guess it's also where I'm at. Like, I'm not gonna complain about something that's like unfixable at a place. Like, if I'm at like a roadside stand and they just throw my hot dog into the paper thing, kind of haphazardly, I'd be like, yeah, that's what I got. Like, that's fair. If I'm at a 5-star restaurant and they throw it on my plate like that, I'm like, excuse me.
What do you think the difference is there?
And the amount you're paying for it, I guess, you know, and also like, I guess the quality that they're trying to pursue. And bias. Tons of bias.
Tons of bias?
Yeah. I almost half expect it to be thrown haphazardly into a, you know, little paper thing if I get it from a roadside stand. It's like half why I go there.
I just like the fact that many times it's good authentic food and it's made right there and
Facts.
it's near something that you're enjoying. Like, at least for me. Like,
they can present it anyway because it's not about the presentation when I'm buying from that place. It's because it tastes good and it's like made well. Like, there's hot dog stands in Seattle. I'd still go buy a hot dog stand. You know, I'm not gonna say they're dirty, but you know, I guess cleaning isn't their number one thing. Their number one thing is cooking, and I like that.
I have found them actually. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't go out to eat enough to say anything.
You know what? I don't go to I just don't go to restaurants enough. Like,
Yeah.
the sit
I
down
go every so often
experiences.
and see what's going on, but other than that, no.
And since COVID, I guess. I mean, like, I didn't go before COVID. Really, even.
Yeah. Okay, could you take the thing off of that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry about that. It fell out of my hand.
Let's see. Oh, hi, Mobeen. What's up from the UK? Haven't been on live for a while. Time difference. I have not been going live very often.
Same.
But I figured today was a good day because as great as last week has been too, there were some really rough points and I just needed some relaxing and to just enjoy for a little bit. So I'm glad to see you here.
Oh yeah, topics. How you travel and your tips for easy traveling. If you're going on a long road trip in a car, make sure everything packs down really well.
Yeah. So if you're traveling, pack your bags right?
Yep.
Check.
Facts. I mean, that's like
Where would I be without that tip?
don't slack. I don't know. I've seen people go on long trips and just think about like their destination. Like, let me pack everything down into my car for unpacking when I get there. They don't think about the trip, ahead.
I overthink the trip.
Me too.
That
I'm like,
is where
where
I
am I
have-
going to stop? Where are my snacks at? Do I have any
Like,
family on the
this
way?
day, what if I'm hot? What if I'm cold? Should I?
Yeah, like
If I'm cold, what am I going to wear? And is it going to match the thing that I have for when I'm hot when I layer? And
is
if
it
I
raining? Is what I'm wearing when I'm cold going to be waterproof when it's raining? Like,
And probably not. No.
more than likely, nah. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot about the trip because I guess like a lot of like growing up is like it's not about the destination. It's about getting there or like the way there. That's the journey, bro.
I think that that's an oversimplification, but okay.
You know what? That's what I go by.
Just simple phrases.
Facts.
All right, do you, my dude?
I wake up and it's just nothing but small motivational quotes.
Hang in there.
Pretty much.
I too have been there. It's okay.
Yeah, you ever cried to a hang in there post? You're like, you're looking at that kid and just like, I feel you.
It's okay, buddy. We're both doing it. We're both hanging in.
We'll get there. I didn't understand that as a kid, not get it.
Yeah, you gotta love that. The
Existential thread.
existential.
All right. They say it again. Cook something live, and it's like,
Cook something live.
wow, like
Oh,
cook
wow.
something.
I was like,
No, cook
no.
something on live. Like,
I misunderstood what you were saying and got
Can
really
you cook
upset.
lobster while painting, bro?
No, I'm not cooking anything alive.
That's you, man. You want to do what's right. I agree, but
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not
I'm inclined to agree. But the list of topics, man.
gonna. Right?
Yeah, how was that?
I don't like the path thing. I'm covering it up. I gotta quit laughing. It changes my painting from what it.
Mom doesn't want to have happy little trees. She's a very angsty painter.
Angsty painter.
You started with clouds, I get it. Then we start laughing. You're bringing greenery in there.
Right now, I'm just messing around, I guess.
Abstract.
Abstract.
That's I don't know. I guess a lot of my paintings are like that because the way I see textures and stuff like that, and the way I remember textures and like what they bring to me emotionally is
Right now, I'm just
a lot
covering the
different.
canvas with bold colors. I haven't added any details yet.
You're putting paint on a canvas. That's like painting.
That is half
That's
your.
painting,
I'm
right?
sorry, but that is half the battle when you're painting. Is
I say like 98% of it. The rest is where you want it. If your paint doesn't touch your canvas, I'm pretty sure it's not a painting. Like,
it's a thinking.
it's had this idea for a painting for years, millions. What? This is the third time on this list I've seen cooking demonstration. I'm so done.
Because that's popular.
It's 65. The list of 65 things. Like,
Oh, it's only got 65, and I put that on there that many times.
yeah,
Well, that seems
yeah, that's a lot.
It does seem excessive.
What would you tell yourself? What would you tell your younger self?
What would I? Oh, this is. I love this question.
Run. I was talking
No.
about my younger self.
Run.
Run. I'm joking. I enjoyed my life.
It would really have to be more than one thing because that girl was really messed up. Like she'd gone through a lot.
And her hanging their poster.
Right, like I don't know if there's just one thing I can say to my younger self that would like have any difference because she had been through a lot. Like I got to give her credit.
You could say one thing to your younger self, just pats him on the back. Good luck.
I would probably have to say it would be what I learned. Just because they say it doesn't make it true.
Facts.
I would say remember that always. Just because somebody says it doesn't make it true. People can say whatever they want about you, but that it doesn't mean it's true. And I didn't hear that till way later in life. And what it really means is you don't have to take upon yourself the judgments and thoughts of others. That's their business, not yours. And so I would tell myself that. I would tell myself that it's okay, you're worthy. I mean, like I said, there would just have to be like, I would have to have a few sessions with this girl.
I could break it down into like 2 sentences. Just your dreams will change, and how you get to your dreams will change. That's 2 things. Because the thing is like, I don't know. I've been chasing my dreams for a long time. But it's the thing of like, there was times I didn't realize I was doing what I didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and those were the times when I was at my lowest. You know, it's like financially I could have been doing well, but emotionally, mentally I was doing terrible, which led to me doing financially terrible later on and falling into, you know, other stuff like that. Like I would have told myself that, you know, your dreams will change and how you can follow your dreams will change. And it's okay to follow them. You know, it's like it's okay to change your life to follow your dreams. The quicker you do it, the less of a negative impact it'll have.
But the thing is, too, is what I realized, you know, in that question, there's the assumption that my younger self would have listened to my older self.
Oh, facts. Well, see, that's why I'm telling him to
So
follow his dreams, because if
I-
I told him anything else, I'd be like, don't do that. He'd have been like, bro, let's fight me about it.
Exactly. Like, I know that girl, and I happen to know that if I just swung up in her life and was like, hey, so these are the things you need to do and remember, I can almost guarantee she'd do the exact opposite.
Like you said, hand him a motivational poster. Hang in there.
Hang in there.
It's about to get wild.
And the reason, and then does the younger me know it's the older me? Is there going to be like that reflection?
Yeah,
there?
like, is it going to be weird? Like, I could pat him on the back. He's like, hey, bro, don't touch me. Who are you? I'm you. Yeah. That's some
Okay.
weirdo, man. Get out of here, bro. I get shut down by my younger self. Like, wow, I was a butthead.
That was ridiculous.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Do a networking session for participants.
Let's see. So we have. I'm going to read some of the. I would never cook live animals or fish. Yeah, right?
Same. That was an instant.
Laughter is the best medicine, yes. One of my friends dressed up as Bob Ross for Halloween once. It was hilarious.
Heroic.
Amanda's son should go do stand-up comedy. He's got great jokes. Ah!
I wanted to for years, actually. That's
I
funny.
would tell my younger self many things first. Do not try to fit in high school. Don't get involved with any kids in high school. Second thing.
Move on from us.
Second thing I'd tell my younger self, go date that girl you
Facts.
knew in high school but never went out with.
Shoot your shot, man.
Okay. Third thing I would tell my younger self, don't be so restricted. Take classes and meet outside of school. Fourth, don't let people push you around. Kayak Excursion says, what are your dreams, TJ?
What are my dreams?
What are your dreams?
To be able to make art or create something that brings joy to people and brings people comfort in knowing that they're not the only ones going through what they go through. Like, comedy would be awesome because I make jokes about a lot of stuff that's happened to me in the past and my traumas, and the thing is like to let people know that you can get through it and that you can overcome, a lot of stuff,
So you want to be inspirational.
Yeah, I wanted to make music, but I realized I'm not musically inclined. I had like 3 guitars, didn't learn how to play guitar. I can't play guitar. Saved my life. Can't. I got like 1 strum pattern down, barely.
Barely.
Yeah, this is years. Years I've had guitars.
I remember a few.
Guitars, keyboards, not musically inclined. Love to sing. Don't know if I'm good at it.
I also love to sing. I like it when you sing with me.
Yeah, I love to sing. And like growing up, we sang a lot. Like we'd sing to the radio, driving places,
Mm-hmm.
in the house. I remember before school, we'd have MTV on, watching music videos and stuff. If they were appropriate. That was just before it started going to all those other shows. Like they still played music in the morning. That
Which
was
one?
cool. MTV.
Oh, yeah.
They played it in the morning, and then I went to school. And then I came to find out later on that they started playing different shows. It didn't have to do much with music. But
Right?
But yeah, no, my dreams is, it would be to help people feel understood, and stuff like that. And be a well-rounded individual.
Be a well-rounded.
Because it doesn't have to do with finances. It doesn't have to do with, your social standing or anything like that. I believe a lot of what you do has to do with how you affect your environment around you.
I agree.
And I believe helping people to become their best selves is the best thing you could possibly do for this world. There's so many bright people out there that just don't have the hand.
Be the person you needed when you were younger.
Right? Be the person you needed yesterday. Be the person you needed last year.
Well, that's younger,
Be the
isn't
person
it?
that you...
Ah.
What would you tell your younger self? Hey, man, wake up earlier today. Get up to your alarm. I'm not gonna? No, you're gonna sleep through that.
I think that's a good point. I probably would have told my younger self, if I would have thought about it, and I didn't think about it till just now, but about the sleep and medication. Because I think that would have
facts.
been a huge deal with the mental illness, and I could have figured out a lot of things on my own had I recognized it and not been so gaslighted on it as, it was a different...
Well,
I'm glad things have changed.
Just growing up where I did, it was I didn't understand that my main goal was sleep. I had insomnia growing up, and I didn't understand that I just enjoyed sleep. I went to parties, and then I ended up blackout drunk. I was like, yo, that was awesome. I slept so well. If I would have just went to a doctor and been like, hey, listen, I have a hard time sleeping, I could have got on, some medications that would have helped with that. But it, gets out of hand.
I gotta rinse out my paintbrushes. Do you want to come and talk to people for a second?
See his beautiful face? I don't know if I got ready today. Yeah.
Fine. I just really have to. So you guys are gonna get to enjoy my son for a second because I've got to go rinse my brushes out.
I can pretend to paint, but that's her.
Do not pretend to paint my painting. I mean, you can pretend to paint it. Do not actually put any paint on that painting.
I don't have any paintbrushes.
Well, yeah, I just took them away.
Oh wow, I didn't actually look at how you had it set up. That's perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful painting on
So TJ, what's it like having me as a mom?
that. She's mommy, you know, that's cool. She acts like mom a lot. You know, I really enjoy it. You know, having somebody, I guess my whole life is made a point of, you know, others around you matter. You matter. You know, follow what you enjoy. Follow, you know, follow your dreams type stuff. You know, but it's like, it's more of build up the type of commitment to things so that you can actually build your dream and make it happen, you know. And yeah, she did a really good job of that, you know, instilling that with me.
Oh, let's not wax poetic. I was just saying, what's your favorite thing?
What's your favorite thing? Yeah, man. I mean, when it comes to like my failsafe, what do you say to yourself? Follow your dreams. And it's like, if I could crack down what you instilled upon me when I was little, just follow your dreams, bro. I mean, it breaks down to you know, build up stuff and the commitment to be able to follow those dreams and other stuff
Right.
like that.
Let's see. Okay, I need that plate. Thank you. I have some more comments here. Let me wipe my hands. Let's see. Matthew says, amen to that. Kayak excursion. Are you making your dream happen?
I am every day. I didn't realize that mental health was such a big part of me getting my dreams together and being able to work towards, you know, what I wanted. But, you know,
Yeah, mental illness can really like screw your ability to make anything happen, let alone dreams.
Yep. And I mean, making your dreams happens every day. It happens every
And it's
week.
breaking it down into smaller, manageable levels instead of a large.
Like, I got up and I made myself a small goal list. I accomplished that goal list. You know, within a week, I accomplished a goal. I have a couple things lined up this week that I've like had planned for like a month. You know, if you spend every day chasing your goals, you end up with your week. You know, then your month, then your year. You know, and I've reached about 6 months, if not more than that, sober from alcohol and stuff. So, you know, every day waking up sober is awesome. You know, it's chasing my dreams as long as I'm following that path.
Depending on what the dreams are, I mean.
Facts.
Okay.
Well, sometimes the dreams is just getting up and making something to eat,
Matthew
but-
says, I did a wonderful job raising you. You have turned into an amazing son. Love the painting. The important thing is that you're on a good path. That's good. I always started to learn to start small with goals and then work your way up to bigger goals.
Facts.
I have myself, what I do is I just pretty much say I want this in life. So that can mean, you know, making a huge difference, whatever. And then I just do things to build upon that. And it seems to work out.
Smaller goals to the big goals.
Right, but there's just the ultimate bigger goal. It's like, what can I do? And if I see something that I can do, I do it.
Facts.
And
I guess my goal this year was to just make sure that I created a sustainable life for myself in a sense of next week I don't have to worry, you know, or next month I don't have to worry too much, you know, because I'm building stuff to get stuff done. Like current dreams, surviving with a smile.
Yep, that's always good.
I do honestly wish it was a little bit warmer though. It's been a little bit cold when it's supposed to be springtime, and
You're not digging it?
I'm not digging that cold. No, I've been waiting for the sun to come out so I could go out and do activities. I mean, that's a huge excuse, you know. I go outside.
It's
it was
a
cold,
viable
but-
one. I feel that. I am not about the cold too much either. It just hurts. It hurts too bad, and I think that, you know, but then again, you know, people don't, unless you're going through it and you have the kind of conditions that are affected by that, I think that it's a hard thing to understand the kind of pain that it can cause.
Facts. with Lyme's disease. I don't know. It's hard. It gets my joints a lot. And that's like trying to wake up when my joints feel that bad. But also staying moving, you know, getting up, getting prepared for the day, stretching everything out.
Right.
And even getting out when it is, you know, like that, just to make sure that I'm doing stuff.
You're doing good, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate hearing that. You guys hear that? She's proud of me. What's going on in the fridge?
That's good. I have told you I'm proud of you before.
I know.
Let's not make them think that this is like they heard the one time.
My day one, you guys, this is where it all starts, man. The day it all happened for me, bro.
This kid, so funny. You're a joker.
It's like 95% of my day.
That is true. We do joke a lot. That is a thing.
Yeah, see things in a, you know, comical sense makes them easier to break down, I guess.
Right?
But I do find that me doing that a lot, I have a hard time being serious. When somebody's serious, I don't quite.
I really don't like them. But the problem is that if it gets too serious, I get weepy because of the lack of emotional control.
Yeah,
Like
someone
it's-
start crying. We're both gonna be bawling little
Right,
babies
like
at
I
the end
don't
of
have
this,
a whole lot. Like I still have issues with emotional control, so I'll laugh really hard, and then if somebody brings up something serious, then all of a sudden I'm in tears, and then if there's a joke, tears are gone. I'm laughing again, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of emotional changes in the last 2 minutes. I'm good.
Or someone will come at me and be like, "Hey, man, I've been dealing with a lot lately." Like, me too. And then we start talking about it, and they're like, "I don't mean to like overshadow what they were bringing up, you know." Because I just trauma bond immediately.
Same.
You live with existential dread and depression as well? Oh, what's up?
Besties.
You want to get some chocolates and cry to a movie? What game? Most people want like 5 minutes of your ear so that they can cry and go about their day. You know? I find they don't want to spend all day dealing with that.
No.
Nope.
Crazy.
Like, I've had a hard year. I just want to lay down, watch a movie, and cry a whole bunch. Like, that's depressing. You should see someone about that.
I don't know. It's the same thing as like my murder TV.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
You know, it wouldn't be so bad if it was like, you know, during the day. But it's like, all right, going to bed. Sarah walked into her house to find not her husband, but her neighbor with a knife. Like, yo, man, I'm trying to have good dreams tonight. The panic is setting in as I'm trying to close my eyes. Or I'm enthralled with it. I'm like, oh, God, Sarah, get out of there. I was supposed to be bed at 9, bro. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, the whole family. Oh, my goodness.
I'm asleep.
Wow, he was dedicated.
Yeah, wow. It offsets the cartoon noise.
Reminds you to lock your doors, that's for sure. I go to bed with my whole house locked, okay?
So now that's out there. I've always had some. Matthew says he's had some wacky dreams over the years.
Oh yeah. I had my first like whole week of good dreams in like 5 years this year. Actually,
Really?
yeah, I got sober and like after a few months, I started having normal dreams again, and I actually had a whole week of like good dreams that weren't
Wow.
panicked or anxiety riddled. Like it was crazy. I laughed about it, but then I was like, oh wow, it feels really good to like not worry to go to sleep. Like actually be excited to like go to bed. Like, I haven't wanted to go to sleep like ever.
I've got many issues with dreaming. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan. Take medication so I don't do it.
Trazodone gives me vivid dreams, and it's like they're like so night terrors. I'm like, it's not always scary. It's just really vivid, and sometimes you wake up and you're like, I just spent a week somewhere that is wild. It's just really vivid, you know.
No, mine it gets like. It isn't even always bad. It's just so recurring and so vivid that I will have a hard time. Like, it'll panic me.
Yeah, man.
Because, like, that's not my life. This is my life.
Facts.
And there's some, and it'll just happen over and over and over and over. Like, I'm going to bed and living another life.
Facts.
And
like I just spent a whole week in a crazy place, man.
And then when
Like,
something bad happens in that life, I can carry it. Like, it's just not good. And yeah, without the sleep meds, I don't get good sleep.
Facts.
But that's why I would tell my younger self to pay attention to mental health, because that stuff is super important.
Extremely. Yeah, this is emotional well-being as well, you know.
Yeah.
I had a lot of attachment issues.
Yeah, you think?
I do. It was extremely stressful. Like, man, leave me alone. And I'm like, I wish I could. Everything is panic when you're not near me. This is just as scary for you as it is for me, man. I wish I didn't have to be here.
Just all the panic.
Yeah, I want to be home doing stuff. Changing my life, following my dreams and stuff. Instead, I'm here panicked that everything's going to fall apart. Yeah, mental health is so important.
And, you
But
know,
also, so is physical health. I believe that, getting your body moving, doing stuff, to what you have the ability to do, but like just getting moving and seeing stuff is really important.
what I always find funny is when you get in conversations with people and they're like, everybody's mentally ill. It's like,
I feel that way somewhat.
I do not.
Somewhat. I feel like and the people that aren't mentally ill, man, they are scarily like not mentally ill. Like they're extremely normal. It's amazing. They make a zoo for normal people. Look at him doing everything, no stress, smile on his face. Wow, wonderful.
You know what I found out? There are people that do not have an internal dialogue.
I heard that as well, and that
What do you
stresses me
think-
out.
what
I
do you
say
think about-
something, and they immediately they.
What do you think about that? People who do not have an internal dialogue. Do you have an internal dialogue?
Constantly. All
Me
the time.
too. Several. All the time. My mind never shuts up.
Me either. It's stressful.
It can be, yeah. Do any of you guys not have, my viewers, do any of you not have an internal dialogue? Let's see.
And if so, does it feel like being an NPC character?
A what character?
An NPC,
NPC character?
non-player character.
It might be visual. Me three, I have an internal dialogue as well. I do have. Might be visual. The dialogue might be visual. I can see that. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting that some people just do not have that. Like, their mind shuts up. Like, what is that? Like, your mind just doesn't, like, you can get it to be quiet. It's not always talking to you. That's crazy.
When you start putting it that way, I don't know if I agree with you. I don't want to align with that guy. You don't have someone just telling you what to do inside your head? No. Leave me alone.
No?
It's Mo.
It is, though. It's constant. It never shuts
Same.
up. unless I'm
I just
asleep.
kind of treat it like, it's like Jiminy Cricket, but it's,
And then
me.
it's not
know?
another person. It's
No.
like internal people.
Yeah, you're conscious. Like,
It is.
different parts of my brain.
Different parts of it. Like, yeah. And I wouldn't say it's like different
I
personalities.
guess my different plans and what I have in the future, you know, as like a personification.
Well, right. Like if I'm too harsh on myself, there's a part of my brain that'll immediately step in and be like, "Hey, don't talk to her like that." Like I've developed that to be able to not destroy myself
Nice.
because I am a pretty harsh person to me.
Me too. And you know, someone told me, and it was really helpful information. If you wouldn't talk to somebody else that way, don't talk to yourself that way. And then I realized I gotta start treating people better. Okay. I was saying a lot of things to myself, and I was like, I'd absolutely tell somebody that. Like, you know what?
Rude.
I'm a rude person. I should change that.
I am a very upfront person.
Well, the thing is, if I believe someone has the knowledge to know better,
But if I
then I'm
here's
bad
another
about it.
thing
If
though.
they just don't have if they just didn't know, like if someone didn't know or just didn't understand, I am much more willing to sit down and have a conversation and be like, hey, you know, like I'm much more willing. Like if someone doesn't know, if someone did know better, I'm like, excuse me, bro, you're a full-grown adult.
I am usually pretty upfront. However,
Direct.
if I feel like there is a problem or I'm in danger or something like that and it kicks off that fight or flight,
You pull out your gun.
I do not. I can get passive aggressive sometimes.
Yeah, fair.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's more like assertive.
It's assertive.
It's no passive about it. Passive, I could like walk away. Very direct. But it's useful, you know? Like, just because someone's direct doesn't mean that they're mean. It doesn't mean that they're incorrect or they're wrong.
I
You
try
know?
not to be mean.
Oh, no, you use a lot of facts, you know? But sometimes you're very amped when you say things.
I'm what?
Amped. Hype.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
that's-
energy. A lot of energy, man.
That is true.
We have a lot of energy.
That is true.
And when you're passionate about something that they're not as passionate about and or oppositely passionate about, they seem to think it's a heated argument. I bring passion to the table. I'm not mad.
I get that in meetings sometimes because I'm like, this needs to be said. And, you know, well, we have to, you know, understand that yeah, I get it. Everybody pat yourself on the back. We're all doing great. But here's the issue. Here's how to solve it. And this is what we need to be doing. Like, I get, so, yeah. But I also understand that, too. Sometimes people just need the you know, doing good. I need that, too.
You know what, same. For small things.
Right. Well, you know, I get frustrated because sometimes it's costing people lives, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't work in that sphere. I don't want to handle all that.
You don't want to handle all that?
Nope. I'll go help find people that need supplies and other things like that.
See, and I'm getting away from that as much.
I just prefer outreach because I don't have to deal with people that, like, I don't know. It's
You don't like getting into arguments like that.
no, I don't. I don't like having to be a person that has to, you know, make something said.
Right. And I am good at picking those battles, I'll be honest.
Like, I'm not a follower of stuff I don't believe. Like, if I don't believe, I'll just walk away. I'll ghost the whole situation. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll ghost the situation quick. Like, ooh, you guys have the wrong one.
Not about it. Not about it.
Right. But when something needs to be said like that, I'm more of the person that stands behind the person saying it. Like, yeah, listen to what they're saying. Take what they say seriously. But that's also because I just have a lot of understanding for other people as well. I'd like to hear somebody out their whole side, but by the end of that, I haven't helped anybody reach my knowledge or what I know or anything like that.
It all depends.
I'm a listener.
I don't think that I need to listen to some of the things that come out of people's mouths.
You've listened a lot. You've learned a lot. I'm like 25. I'm just trying to listen.
Okay, that's a good point.
I'm here for the meeting, everybody. Like, I'm not.
Let's see.
You know, I'm here for the meeting and to do what I can to help my community and help my, you know, my future and my dreams. Past that, like, I'm not trying to be loud on anybody.
Okay, for someone who doesn't have an internal dialogue, it might be visual. Okay, I can see that. Like a
Listen-
movie
listen
playing,
to-
that happens when I read.
Like subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be visual. Oh, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess I have visual dialogues too, like a little mental picture. And then
Yeah, mine are mainly just dialogue.
PTSD for somebody
Dialogue all
without
the time.
internal dialogue must be really scary, though.
Yeah, that's true. Because they can't even talk themselves through it.
No, because I have mantras that I can say. Like my internal dialogue, I have mantras
Yeah, and I can
memorized.
yeah, exactly.
And those mantras, those words can mean a lot. You know what I mean? But when that picture keeps replaying, it's hard.
Matthew says he has background music going during. Yes, background. Oh my gosh. So that happens to me a lot. And
Same.
here is what I have been told that fixes it. And it did fix it last time when I had that one song. What song was stuck in my head? 500 Miles by the Proclaimers. And I could not get it out of my head. It was driving me insane. And I'm not even going to sing it because I don't want to do that to you. Because now it's.
You know what mine was? Like, life is a highway. I'd be singing it and I'm like, please stop. Like crying, hearing that song in my head, like, leave me alone.
So this is what I was told to fix it, and it did fix it last time, is listen to the song and listen to it all the way through.
Yeah.
Like till the song ends, and it should help. It helped me, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So Matthew says, a very harsh critic on himself, has been like that for about 20 years. Just trying to be not too hard on myself. Hi, Juan. Oh, it's Manuel. Hello, Manuel. Matthew, better to have passionate energy on something rather than none at all.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
How's it going, Matthew? Cool. Okay. Good. There we go. All right, guys. It has been about an hour and a half, and I'm going to take a break a little bit, and we'll try to come back on later and talk a little more. But I do want to find some headphones because for me, painting with music is kind of.
She's not about the AI music.
I'm not about the AI music.
Whatever. Features now.
And if I don't, we just have conversations. So, but I do need to let this dry before I start on everything else. So, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, and I will see you later. Bye.